Hey everybody. So real quick before this video starts, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a warning. So I've had some life changes recently that I will be discussing in this video. And a couple days ago, I just kind of sat down to record and kind of get my thoughts out of my head. I wasn't really thinking about posting it, but I made a community poll asking you guys if you wanted to see it. And the overwhelming majority did want to see it. However, my channel is always going to be fun content. That's all I ever really want to do because I feel like I am better at making people laugh than I am at giving advice or anything like that. But in this video, I actually talk about some really heavy topics of things that have happened in my life and how I have managed to get through them. And I just hope that this helps somebody. But if you are not in the mood for something super serious, I have plenty of other videos, but this one is just going to be kind of a one of a kind. But I just wanted to make it clear because I know I didn't do a very good job of that in this video. I am in a new chapter in my life and I'm very excited to bring you guys along with it because there's plenty more Skyrim videos to come. If you're looking for some advice, stick around because I think maybe this will help you. I don't know. Either way, I hope everything goes well for you and you get something out of this video because honestly, it was kind of scary being this vulnerable, but you guys asked for it, so here you go. Hello. I don't know if I'm going to post this video yet, but I'm going to address you guys and treat it like I am just in case I do. I'm going to say this right off the bat. This is going to be a pretty heavy topic kind of video. So if you're usually here for my goofy Skyrim, you know, fun, like regular content, that's what my channel is always going to be. You can always find that safe space, I guess, where, you know, you can just forget about life for a while. But this is not going to be one of those videos. So if you're doing all right, or if you're not quite ready to face, you know, the tense stuff yet, I got plenty of other videos and they're a lot more lighthearted. They're probably about 200 times less serious than this one. It's currently 1:43 in the morning and I kind of wanted to just put all my thoughts on footage or just get it out into the world so that I could get it out of my head and get some sleep. If you're new to this channel, my name's Darian. I go by ItsTimebomb on YouTube. I make Skyrim lore and videos talking about quests, trying to make it funny and stuff. The reason I'm wearing a mask is because it's kind of my way of protesting against the fact that everyone just wants to plaster their face all over everything and it's just exhausting, and I don't like seeing people's faces everywhere I go. I don't know, maybe I'm just an asshole, but I'm just, you know, I'm an artist. I'm hoping that maybe this video could help somebody who might be feeling the way I have for a long time and doesn't quite know how to cope with it. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my past and how I managed to overcome some of my hardships, and hopefully there's someone out there that could take my words that I'm about to probably vomit up on this, you know, this video or whatever, and maybe get some use out of it, maybe help them feel a little better. I don't know. If you are a long time follower of my channel, or if at least recently have started getting into my videos, you'll know I took a break. I stopped kind of posting for a while, you know, a couple weeks. I had made posts in the community saying that I am gonna be busy. I got some personal life stuff going on and I'm moving, and I didn't go much further than that. The reason that I moved is because me and my now ex-girlfriend decided that after about 2.5 years of seeing each other that I should move out. It's been about a week since I did that. You know, the first couple days were definitely like the standard breaking up experience, you know. I sleep in this bed right behind me. At times it has felt a little bit colder than it used to. The room's a little bit darker, you know. It also has been kind of a healing experience, very clearly, to be on my own again and kind of find my own self within myself. So when I met her, I was actually living with one of my high school friends I've known him for about 6 years. We had a trailer and she moved in after a while. I don't remember how long it's been. I'm not going to say how long it's been because, you know, there's going to be people judging in the comments. So I'm just going to let you guys guess on that one. You know, like not real soon. Just shut up. And things were going good for a while. You know, you're very clearly in the honeymoon stage and like, you know what it's like probably to be in a relationship and everything's just fucking, oh my God, it's so great. Everything's so great. I'm so in love. But we actually had a pretty big life change happen, and that came in the form of my roommate, my friend from high school, had started talking to this girl, and she was a narcissist. And no matter how much I tried to help my friend who was in a relationship that very clearly seemed unhealthy and dangerous for him, she had managed to find a way to talk him into believing that I wasn't good for him, and he kicked us out. It was at this point that her and I moved about 2 hours away from my hometown, away from my family, away from all my friends. I didn't think much of it at first. We were together and that's all that mattered. And I'm not blaming her for this. It's just the fact that distance does this. But I slowly became a very isolated person. I justified it in my head as, well, now I am here and I've got all the time in the world to make videos and go to work, and I'll just come home and like I may not talk to anyone really, but like I'll just keep busting my ass on YouTube. And maybe one day I'll be making a ton of money and I'll come back and I'll be able to live wherever I want. Believe it or not, it doesn't happen that fast or that easily. During this time that I was not talking to anyone and I was becoming a more isolated person, I started to realize that my identity started to lie in this other person more and more every day, at least in the long run, or, you know, looking back, it seems like that. I don't know. I'm not very good at talking right now. I'm, like I said, word vomit. I was really losing myself in the everyday just being with my partner and not a whole lot else. And I slowly became more and more her and intertwined with her, and we had our issues. And you know, like, you break up, whatever, that's fine. People break up every day, people fall out of loves, whatever. And you know, we decided to part ways. This was actually the first like dead serious long-term relationship I've been in. There was a previous case where I actually was about to propose to somebody, but that one, it was just, I don't even know. Army girls, let me just tell you that. Is that enough for some of you like to understand? I'm an idiot, okay? That's the final message for that part. But this was the absolute most serious relationship I had been in. At least the one that really lasted a long time. This next part is gonna be pretty heavy, but you know, it's just kind of what I've dealt with, so I just thought I'd bring it up to add some sense of justifying why I think I might know how to survive some really rough shit. I don't know. This isn't for pity. I just want to make that clear before I start telling this part. When I was 15 in high school, I really wanted someone to go to homecoming with. I tried a couple cheerleaders, you know, shoot your shot. I missed. Just realized I left my chalky milk in front of the camera. Not too long after I asked and gave up on finding someone to go to the homecoming dance with, I was in choir class and I got a bloody nose out of nowhere. So I go to the nurse's office, and while I'm holding a paper towel to my nose, I look over and there's this girl sitting next to me. Her name's Phoenix. I thought she was cute. You know, we made eye contact, and it was like, you know, I don't want to say one of those crazy moments, but it was like you look at someone and you're just like, huh, you know, intrigued by that person, I guess, just by their aura or something. So I asked her to the dance, and she says yes. Now, Phoenix was in the nurse's office because she had cancer. I knew this. Even when I was little, you know, I knew what it was. We went to the homecoming dance. It was a big old ordeal, you know, and it was a lot of fun, and she was a really cool person, and we hung out a lot for a couple months. We had like a Halloween party at her house one time. I dressed up as Ezio, the fucking man, myth, and legend. She was a ninja. There was also another time around, I'd say Halloween of, I think, 2015. Our school was having like a movie premiere of a scary movie in the soccer field on a projector screen, and we were laying there and we were watching this movie, and I'm literally like fucking shivering. It is so cold, and I'll never forget how cold it was. I literally couldn't control my body, and she like had her arms wrapped around me, and she's like, oh my god, you're so cold, you know, why are you shivering and stuff. Like I don't know how to like express like how I felt in those moments, even now. But there's also some bad memories that I can still remember. A lot of it's really foggy. I don't know if that's just the mind doing its magic with putting up walls or what, but I remember playing GTA on the day that she told me that things were not really looking too great health-wise. I didn't know what to think of it. I don't even know if I acknowledged it because I don't know. It's just all really blurry to me. She was also my first kiss. I actually, her best friend at the time, I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to drag her into this, you know? But I was really not that smooth with the ladies, and I was texting her friend all the time like, oh, should I kiss her? Should I kiss her on this night? Because I really want to kiss her and all that. And then like I'd go and see her, and her best friend would be texting me like, oh, tonight's the night. You know, like just being goofy, whatever. And she came over one day. It was snowy out. This was somewhere around Christmas, I want to say. And she was getting ready to leave. Her mom was there, and she was ready to pick her up. And I take her out to the front door, and it's snowing, and there's snow all around us, and it's like the fucking Notebook. And I was like, okay, bye. And she just started like kind of giggling, and she was like, come here. And she grabbed me by the back of my neck, kissed me, boom, first kiss, locked in, 15 years old. It was at that moment that I think I did finally realize that maybe I might have been falling in love with this girl. We had Christmas together. I bought her a promise ring, and I do remember at one point that after she had told me things weren't looking too great, I started considering and discussing with my mother whether or not I could actually legally marry her, because just in case. You know, obviously that didn't happen. That was a much bigger thing than 15-year-old me realized. And then one day I came over to her house, and she didn't look too great. She looked really tired. This was around the time that texts were also slowing down as well too, because she was on so much morphine. And we laid in her mom's bed, and we were just cuddling. We were watching the Spider-Man movie that has like the electric guy in it, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I don't know which one it was. And I remember just at one point she lifts her head up off my chest and just tells me she loves me. And she comes in for a kiss. I kiss her, and it was just different. And then the next day I get the phone call that she passed away. And I don't remember a whole lot after that. I don't remember some stuff before that, but I don't really remember several months after losing her. I can't really speak as to how I got through that period, but I can say the reason I bring that whole story up is because that was without a doubt the hardest time I've ever had in my life with just being alive. Again, this is a very serious video. There will never be another one like this on my channel. It's all good vibes and goofy shit because, you know, everything else is already so serious. But this is just a really intense emotional time in my life, and I just thought maybe I'd use my platform to share some fucking wisdom. I don't know, bruh. But I remember at that time two things that helped me so much just to kind of tune away from reality was Minecraft and Skyrim. And after the news had spread to everyone else in the school, I couldn't really slink away into the shadows like I would have preferred to. Everyone at school knew she wasn't that healthy, and people were giving me hugs and asking me if I'm okay, if I need anything, and it was just too much. But when I was home, I played Minecraft, I played Skyrim, and I was otherwise dead to the world when I was just chilling and getting through it. I also got this tattoo when I turned 18. It's a phoenix, and it's actually holding the ring that I gave her as a promise to stay with her. And now, 10 years after all that, here I am as an adult. Me and my girlfriend of 2.5 years parted ways, and I'm back to just going with the flow and getting through it. I just finished working on the script for the next Skyrim video not too long ago, and I've kind of been getting my old self back, I think. The point of this video that I want to make is that I think I've found what works for me when it comes to dealing with sadness and hardship, and I'd just like to spring this on you so that maybe you could try it if you also are just going through something you need to work out. Since moving back, I've talked to my family a lot, I've talked to friends a lot, and it's just been nice kind of catching up with everybody. I've visited my old skate parks. I haven't really been skating in about 2 years, like real skateboarding, because the park there was small and pathetic. I just went to a local metal show in St. Louis the other night. Shout out to This Is Me Breathing. If you like deathcore, you should definitely check them out. They're super good. But the point is, I have found myself again facing a tough decision, and I'm kind of just getting through it by doing what I enjoy. Now, I don't know if all of this buildup leading to that is just really stupid and you know, a letdown because it's not some super profound way of thinking, and I'm not like blowing your worldview right now, but I just think that whatever you're going through right now, if you're watching this video right now and you clicked on this and decided to stay just because you really want to hear what one other random person might have to say about dealing with something that's really hard in your life, you can listen to your family, you can listen to your friends who will tell you what they think that you should do to make yourself feel better about life and your things that you're going through. Some people may tell you this or that higher power, some people may tell you therapy, but these are all things that work for them. And I think a better way to go about navigating that is by looking at it from a universal perspective and just saying, do what makes you happy, and that's it. Everything else is just a suggestion. The way I handled my issues by just playing Minecraft and Skyrim and tuning out until I had grown enough and pondered on my issues enough to kind of make peace with them. Some people might think that's just like faking it till you make it, and it might be, but if you fake it till you make it and you make it, you win. So I think I'm gonna let it off here. It's 2:20 and I probably should go to bed. Sorry, I just had to go turn my rattly ass fan off real quick 2 minutes before the video ends, you know, like a professional. And that fucking fire alarm, dude, don't even get me started. Start by doing what makes you happy, what takes your mind off of it. Allow yourself to feel, because there's no getting out of that, but take it in small doses, because when you get overloaded is when you start having, you know, the not so fun thoughts. Take it a day at a time at all costs, and all along the way remind yourself that you're loved and wanted by many people, even if that's not the case for someone who was one of the most important people in your life for several years or several months. It'll be okay. Not real sure how to end this one, to be honest, but yeah, know you're loved, take it a day at a time, and I hope the best for you, even if I never know what you're going through. We're all the same people on the same rock in space at the end of the day. So thanks for listening to my word vomit, and I hope I see you guys soon.